Hello, I am Dragoș, and in this video we are going to check TinyFish. This is an Firecrawl alternative that can help you search and fetch for free. So you give your AI agent the latest details. So the problem with AI agents is the fact that the information is not up to date and something may change and they need to have access to the latest details. TinyFish can help you search and fetch the URLs. Also, it will help you make a reduction in costs because it will fetch the details into Markdown. It will not use all the HTML of a page. So this is TinyFish, and in here you see that this is an alternative to Exa, Firecrawl, Parallel, or Tavli. Right now they're offering free search and free fetch, and in here I am with them already for about 1 month, I think, and you can configure this using the CLI, using MCP. You have Python or React SDKs that can be configured, and in here you can see that these are the details. So what I use most is the search feature. So basically we're going to check this. You see in here that you have all the searches that were done in the last 7 days, and I have like 1000 searches that were already done, and in here you see that it is pretty fast. It's just under milliseconds, and for instance my agent, it's searching the details that I tell them to, and after they search the details, it will go and fetch the details. So for instance, in here I have updated an article, and you see that it fetched the latest details about this product, and this is how the agent will see the details. It will not be bloated with all the HTML things. But besides the search and fetch that are free, this also has an agent. So basically in here you can tell it to go on a page and do certain things, complete forms and extract things like this. What I did in here, for instance, in TechCrunch, I told him to go and fetch the latest news, and the agent will go and use the credits that you have in there. You have like 500 free credits to search this. You have a browser in there that it will be spin up in cloud. You have the options to link the credential with a vault. You have the API key, you have the projects, you have a playground in here that you can go and check it. But mostly how I'm using it, it's for instance in P. If you're gonna run P in here, the P coding agent, you're gonna see that if we're going to tell it to fetch, let's say, fetch latest AI news, it will go and use by default the TinyFetch, and it should go and search the details. Okay, right now it tries to use the curl, which is not good. That's the idea of this. Let me stop this. Fetch latest news with TinyFish. And I have already a TinyFish search installed, and you see in here that it will go and search the details. I need to specify it right now because the model didn't see the details. But in here you see that you have the details. So for instance, if you're gonna do like fetch the page, let me open my website and take a page from here about this chatbot with a free Discord alternative with TinyFish. It will go and it will fetch the details, and the AI will have all the details, and you see that right now it's in the details in there, and you can use this with the help of a skill, for instance, in other things. Like for instance, you can plug an MCP, or you can go and, for instance, run it with Droid. I have a skill created in here, and if we're gonna use TinyFish skill to fetch this, it will just go and use the TinyFish skill that is linked through the CLI, and it will go and fetch the details for us. Let's wait for this to finish. So right now it loaded the skill. GLM 5.2, it's a little slower than the others. Yes, allow. And right now it will just go and fetch the content. You see in here it went and bypassed the Droid default fetch thing and used the TinyFish, and here you see the results. And right now it will go and extract all the details. So you have these options that you can do. So you have the MCP details, you have the CLI, you have the packages. Another thing that I've did is to link it to my Mastra, and right now in there it has access to everything, and it goes and fetch the details. So you see in here that it was able to go and analyze my article easily with the details that I have in there with TinyFish. And this didn't load the context because it used Markdown. And in here, in my Mastra AI agents, I have a couple of AI agents defined. And for instance, if we're going to check the tools, in here you'll see that I have a TinyFish search and fetch. And for instance, if we're going to go with an agent like this, and we're gonna choose a model, for instance, that it's free in here, because you can do this very easily with Mastra. You can go and tell it go and fetch the latest AI news from today, like this. And right now this agent, it is linked with my TinyFish, and right now you will see that it will go and search the details, and it will go and check the latest AI news with TinyFish search. You see, then it will go and fetch the details on the pages, and at the end we should have in here summary with the latest AI news, and all of these things are done with the TinyFish free search and fetch. And you see that it's fast and it's free, so you can go and use this Firecrawl alternative for free right now, and you can integrate it in your AI agents, or you can go and add it to your CLI tools and take advantage of this fast search and fetch, so you don't need to pay anything. So yeah, this is TinyFish. I hope you enjoyed the video. In case you want to see more details, just go and check my channels. In case you like what you have seen, please don't forget to like and subscribe.